the beef industry changed with respect to its efficiency over the years?
Oh, we've made tremendous changes in the beef industry and any of our food animal production industries or even our cropping industries have changed tremendously. And there'd be a number of ways we could look at the metrics, if you want to, of how those improvements have changed. But Dr. Jude Capper went back and basically did a retrospective look at where was the beef industry in 1977 and how had it changed over 30 years to 2007, just using her review as an example. And if we look at the beef industry over that time, our beef production has increased. Our beef production in 2007 was 131% greater than it was in 1977.
Wow. That's a huge difference. So 31% more beef than what we produced then.
In 1977, but the number of animals has declined. We're producing 131% of the beef we had in 1977, but we were doing it with 70% of the animals, or 70% of the head count that we had at that time. So if you think about that, we're producing more with less. And once again, we go back to sustainability. That's one of the aspects that people look at, becoming more efficient, doing more with less. And that's a fine example of over a 30-year period from 1977 to 2007, beef production increased 31%, but we were achieving that beef production with 70% of the animals that we had in 1977. From 1977 to 2007, where our beef production increased 31%, our use of feed resources dropped to where we were using 81% of the feed resources in 2007 that we were in 1977. Water is another issue, and water use dropped to where we were only using 88% of the water that we were using in 1977. So those are two of the major resources, and feed resources and the production that's required there, and then water use for beef production have both declined over that 30-year period. To accompany that 31% increase in beef production, our use of the resources has actually declined. And I guess overall land resource, total land area that had to be, if we wanted to look dedicated to beef production, according to Dr. Capper's study, that had dropped where we were using 67% of the land resources in 2007 that we had been using in 1977 to produce the same amount of beef.
And that a lot of that's through production efficiencies as well as genetics,
right? All different types of aspects. So we've had genetic improvements in our beef cattle population to have animals that grow larger, if you want to, animals that are more efficient in terms of converting natural resources and feed resources into protein product. And then we've also had production technologies that have come around, whether that be feed additives that make animals more efficient, technologies in our feedlot production systems where we can extract more energy or calories that are available to the animals through our grain processing or feed management technologies that we have available to us. So the improvements have come across a number of different fronts, as you said, all the way from genetics to just production management tools that we have.